He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another story time filler. And welcome to, what did I say? She used me for my money. So during this time, y'all, it's the pandemic, right? And during the pandemic, I'm not gonna lie, the pandemic was good to me money wise. Money wise, the money that I had during the pandemic, I wish I had now. Let's have a moment of silence. Let's have a moment of silence because, whew. But I'm grateful that I did have the money because when that situation came up, I was able to sustain. Now I'm not gonna front. Do it hurt? Ooh, yes, yes. Sometimes there's flashbacks and it hurt because I. But anyway, the pandemic was good to me, and this is during the time when a lot of people had started finding my Instagram, and my Instagram is blowing up. This is also after the fact that my Facebook had got hacked. My Facebook was blowing up first, but I didn't have um like the followers like that. Like, because during the Facebook you can only have 5,000 friends. So I didn't have the followers like that, but my page was open, my page was public, so people was able to interact with my stuff. So my pictures and all that stuff was getting the interactions. But I like Instagram better. So once my stuff had got hacked, I went to Instagram anyway. And most of the time I was spending most of my time on Instagram. And still I spend most of my time on Instagram because the strangers, the jokes and all that stuff, like you can comment on people's stuff, and people that you're not friends with can comment. Y'all can have a conversation, you get along, you laughing, talking, kiki, having a key. You having a good time. Facebook, if they don't like you, if you ain't a family, if you ain't somebody that they want to support, they not gonna support your stuff, and your stuff gonna just be out there in the open. Or once they find out like you in a bonus program, you getting paid, they definitely not gonna like your stuff. So I like Instagram better. Anyway, so I'm on Instagram most of the time. I'm on Instagram live. When I tell you I'm live, and at this point, like I'm at. I don't think I'm at 13K yet. I think I might be like at 11K at this point on Instagram, but I love live. And when I'm on live, it's not 11,000 people on my live. It may be 40 to 50, if that. Sometimes it may just be a good 20. But even if it's just a good 20, the lives were exciting. Every time that I came on live, it was absolutely something going on. It was always something going on. And I want to make sure I'm going to look for that video to insert the video that I made after the live to prove it. I don't know if that live is still up. I'ma look. I'ma look on that Instagram and see. I don't know if that live is still up. I don't even think I saved that live. I don't know. I'ma look and see. But anyway, so yeah. let me see. Hold on. I don't think so. I don't think I have it. But I know I remember seeing that video after the live, and I'm gonna insert the video. So anyway, once I find it. Anyway. At this point in time, like I enjoy live. I enjoy Instagram live. Like I'm always on live. I'm on there, and like I had first started basically when they had copied my page, and so I started going live more after that. Because after that live, when I was telling people like, "Hey, I'm not asking you for money. Hey, I'm not." You know what I'm saying? That's not me in your DM asking you for nothing, promising you nothing. Like, because this is my face, because they was using my pictures to get the money from the people. And dudes was agreeing to send the money. And I was like, what the, wait a minute. What? And then, people was saying like, thank you for following me. Thank you for following me. That's actually in this story time. I was a catfish. So, and I did not know. I did not know. In all honesty, like it was so bad. It was so bad. Like yeah, people don't realize, especially people who know you, it's like you over exaggerating. People don't get it until it happened to you. They don't get it. Even with me having the proof in that story time, I'm pretty sure nobody has really watched the story time because they don't believe me and they think I'm making it up, even though I have proof in the story time. Like I have receipts. But anyway, it was so bad to the point where I'm like my pictures and my handle had end up on a swinger site. It's in that story time. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, so at this point in time, like I'm going live because it's like the more I go live in my mind, the more I go live, the more like I can combat like the fake pages or whatever. And so it's like so you can actually see my face. And literally people would come on my live and be like, you got an OnlyFans. And I was like, no, if there's an OnlyFans out there, that's not me, that's the man stealing money from you. Because and how I knew it was the man, one of the dudes who came into my inbox and showed me like the messages between him and the person who was pretending to be me. And once I put in the Cash App handle that they was asking where to send the money to, it came up like it was a man, basically. All in that story time, I was a catfish. The receipts are there. So I'm not lying or trying to get attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people think that I am or accusing me at there's you're trying to get attention. Nobody really did that to you. It's out. Literally, I got the proof. After that happened to me on Facebook, I started basically getting proof. I wasn't even vlogging then. It was like, let me just get this proof because nobody believes me about Facebook. Like literally, my Facebook was popping. What would be the whole point of me doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like anyway, like doing that to get attention. I already had attention. Anyway, so yeah, so in my mind it was like, let me go ahead and start going live on repeat so these people can see, my face, and I can constantly say, yeah, that's not me on OnlyFans. That's not me sending you pictures. That's not me asking you for money. Because there was dudes be like, well, I sent you such and such. I sent you $150. You didn't send me $150 because I didn't ask you for anything. And like with Instagram, you can't have the same name, so they were slick with it. So what they did was put like they did pics of age, but then put a little underscore behind it. So if you're not paying to the underscore at the bottom, you can't see it. And even now, when I put in pics of age, there's different variations of pics of age. Can y'all see? Hold on. Oh. Hold on. Oh, it look like somebody deceased. There we go. So there's me. There's me. I don't know the other stuff that will pop up when it comes down to pics of age. I don't know why. But yeah, so anyway, so yeah, so it was like I would constantly go live so these people can see like whoever's sending you whatever is not me. Like that's not me. That's not me. So I would continue to go on live. So every time that I would go on live, it would be something crazy, something extravagant, something crazy going on. This one particular night, like I remember the handle. I don't remember the handle, but I thought it was a girl because of how the handle was. But I don't even know how we got on the subject of like dating or whatever. And so he was saying like the first comment that I noticed was, all women do is use you for money, right? And so I was like, why would you say that? Because I'm the type of person when I am live, like I allow you to talk because that's literally how live work. Your live is only going to be lit if the people are talking, which is why it's like you can't sit there and not say nothing, which is why it's like y'all ask questions, y'all talk, y'all say, you know what I'm saying? Well, I want y'all to talk in the comments. Like, give me your opinion. You don't like this, tell me you don't like it. Because you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is my channel, but without y'all, there is no me. So it's like feedback, talk to me. It's okay. I'm not gonna cuss you out, not unless you're coming at me crazy. But if you're not coming at me crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me. Like, I promise you, like, I ain't gonna come at you crazy. Just talk to me, right? So, yeah. So at this, he was like, "All women do is use you for your money," and I was like, "Why would you say that?" Like, I was like, "All women don't use you for your money," and so he was like, yeah, all women do is use you for your money. And he was like, I got this one girl that I like, and the only time that she calls me is for my money. And so I was like, looking, because I was like, wait, you're a dude? And I was like, all this time I thought I was like, maybe I read your handle wrong, because I was reading, his handle was like, because that's the real handle. So let me say something else. So let's just say his handle was like Jack, and I was reading it as Jackie, like that. So I was thinking he was a female. And while I was reading it, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, why would you say that? And I was like, wait, like zoomed in. And I was like, you're a dude? And so somebody else had come and was like, yes, that's the dude. And I was like, so why would you think all women do is usually for your money? And I was like, well, wait a minute. If the only time she reach out to you is for your money, why are you responding? Again, as I say for females, if he always cheating on you, why are you letting him? Like, why you not leaving? Like, I don't understand. Why you not leaving the relationship? Like, why you're not leaving the relationship? He's always cheating, but you're not leaving. If the only time she hitting you up is for money, why are you responding? You know what I'm saying? Like, the same sentiments I give women is the same sentiments I give dudes, right? Like, if it's like you hanging out with a chick and it's toxic, you don't like it. It's like every time you turn around, it's the same routine. Why do you keep going back? Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, why are you responding? And so he was like, because I really like her. And I was like, which all of us say, I like her, I like him, I love him, that's my husband, that's my soulmate, that's my twin flame. We say all that ish, child. We say all that ish, which is why I tell people don't move until they get tired. You can have all the evidence, like, they be like, blind, can't see nothing. I like him. Been there. So I get it. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. And I was like, but if she's repeatedly showing you, like, only time she call you, only time she give you any attention is for your money, why do you, interact with her? And so he was like, but I like her. He was like, and she always promised, like, she is gonna get better, it's gonna get better. And then once I send the money, she stopped talking. And I was like, so how did you meet? And I was like, how did you meet this girl? And so he was like, well, I met her on Instagram. And I was like, oh, okay. And so he was like, I thought she was pretty. I thought, he's like, in all honesty, it was your picture. I said, I'm not asking you for money. He was like, yeah. He was like, I figured that out, basically. He was like, so when I told her, like, basically, like, you're not, that's not you. Yeah, basically, like, she came clean and sent, like, her real picture. And he was like, but she's a pretty girl. He was like, well, I told her, like, I still like you. So just don't feel like you have to lie to me. And so he was like, every time, she would reach out to him, it was like, oh, I'm in help, I'm in need. I need help. Can you save me or whatever? And he was like, it would be like $50 here, $70 here, maybe $100. And so it was like, at this point, he was like, well, I want you to come see me. I want you to come spend time with me. Why don't you just come live with me? And I was like, so, like, y'all have been talking for a long time. This is on live. Y'all have been talking for a long time. Like, y'all had, established a rapport or whatever. Like, y'all had seen each other. Y'all had dated or whatever. And he was like, no, we only talk, like, in the DM. I was like, video calling? And he was like, no. I said, so she sent you a picture, a different picture. Once you found out it wasn't me, she sent you a different picture. I said, so how you know that's her? If you haven't video called, you haven't seen this girl in person, how you know that's her? How you know it's not, another dude? And so he was like, no, I believe her. And I was like, okay. And so I was like, so why she won't come see you? If it's her, why she won't come see you? He was like, it's always an excuse. It's always an excuse. Every time I turn around, it's an excuse. And so he was like, it really hurt his feelings because this last time he had sent her like $1,400 for like basically like a plane ticket because she said she was coming to him, and she took the money and didn't show up. And then when he tried to call her, she wasn't answering. So the dudes in my live, because most of the time in my live is dudes, even though females are invited, it's most of the time in my lives it's dudes. So the dudes in the live saying, man, man, come on. One dude was like, your lives, man, he told me your lives always lit. I love your lives. I love your lives. And so I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, do you have any kids? Like, do you have somebody around you? Because at this point in time, like, you being played. And so I was like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know how when it's like the older generation who don't really know too much about social media or whatever. So it's like, I feel like you're being played, like somebody playing with you. You have any kids or whatever? And so he was like, no, I live by myself and I'm on a fixed income. And I was like, Jack, because I almost said his handle, which I'm pretty sure he probably not on Instagram. I don't know if he is or not. I was like, Jack, stop sending that lady money. Stop sending that lady money. And he was like, but I like her. And I was like, you don't even know if that's a lady. Like, you haven't even met her in person. You haven't seen this girl in person. I was like, at least, I said, the next time she asks you for money, video call. I said, tell her she can't get anything without a video call. Because that's literally what I did with one of the dudes too. Because he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's saying, oh, this person is saying like it's you. And I was like, tell her to video call you. Tell her to show herself, show her face on screen. If she's me, tell her to show her face on screen. And so when he told her that, they wouldn't answer the video call, they would only answer the voice call. And he was like, you could tell in that story time, I was a catfish. You could tell like it was somebody trying to mask their voice. Basically, it was a dude trying to be like mask the voice as a female. And I was like, and then when he told them, the other dude, like when he told him, he was like, I talked to the real Angel Riggins. Dude was like, that's not true. She's not the real Angel. I am. So I was like, so next time she asks you for money, make her video call you, because dudes are ruthless. Y'all be saying like females, dudes would use other dudes. They would take female pictures and get your money. It literally happened to me. Like, literally happened to me. The dudes was like, yo, OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans. That's the dude. They was the OnlyFans up. Wasn't me. It was the dude using my pictures to get y'all money. Because I had asked them for the handle, but they was all too embarrassed once they found out that it wasn't me and that it was the dude playing with them. So anyway, I was like, Jack, please. I was like, do you have a daughter? Do you have somebody? He was like, no, no, no. He was like, I love her. I love her. I love her. And literally, he got out. He was like, well, thank you for your time. Thank you for talking with me. Thank you for trying to help me. And he had got off live. I had never seen that man ever before in my life. After that, so like he didn't come back on my live anymore. And after that, I went and made a video. And I'm gonna insert the video so I can tell like, y'all, please check on y'all elderly people who are on Instagram, like who on Facebook, like period. Like make sure like nobody ain't hustling them for their money. When I find a video, I'm gonna look for it because I know I did the video. I think at this point in time I was recording with Snap. I hope so. Cause I done stopped looking through them. I don't stop looking through them pictures. Like I think I'm in folder 50 something and I stopped. And it's 60 folders in total. Anyway, I love you the mostest because you're definitely the dopest in real life. I'll see you in the next one, and that is the story time of She Only Used Me for My Money. That's the last filler for a while. The next is the last story about Devin. We're gonna be done with Devin, y'all. Bye. Y'all, listen. Check on your people. Check on your grandparents, anybody that's elderly that's on social media. A lot of people are real lonely and they finessing people out their money. Please, please. I just got off my live. Yeah. Check on your older people. Make sure nobody is talking to them because they lonely and taking their checks or whatever money that they have, because I promise you, check on your people. Just check on your people, please.